Heyo, Plaid Man. Howdy. I got my Stitch shirt on today. Um, so today I want to do kind of a simpler video about a show called Succession, which I first heard about on Joe Rogan, for the record. Interesting, he basically suggested, it's like, oh, blah, blah, it's so amazing, blah. And not that I follow everything that Joe Rogan says, but hey, you know, if he says it's cool, I'll check it out. So I checked it out. And for those of you that don't know, Succession is on HBO. That's where you can watch it. How to explain it? Simply put, it's about a super wealthy, like, these people have all of the money. It's, you know, they're billionaires. They own a multimedia conglomerate, think of like Fox News type of thing. And they're like bajillionaires, okay? Billionaires plus. Many billionaires worth. And they fudge with money because they can. That's their game. And you have the matriarch of the family, which is the dad, the Papa Bear, who basically created and established this company. And then you have his offspring. And that's where it gets interesting. You have the oldest being the one who's like primed to take over the empire. Then you have, I misspoke. I apologize. The oldest being like a bit of a hack. Sorry. Yeah, it's weird. He had babies with different women, so there's that. So the actual oldest is a bit of a hack, and he's that's the best way to describe him. He's a hack. And then the next one is the one who's primed to take over the empire. Then you get, and I don't know what their age difference is, but you get a woman and a guy. Both of them acted terrifically well. The guy has like some weird sexual stuff going on, and the girl has some like normal considerable things, like she gets married and does things like that. But frankly, all these people have drama. All these people are like weird, frankly, just super duper weird. And the whole show is about how you have this main dude who owns and operates this empire, and he's declining in health and mental stability, and his offspring are trying to take over. And so the whole concept, the whole premise of the show is succession. Who's going to take over? Who's going to take over? Who's going to take over this multi-billion-dollar empire? And frankly, you're going to hate, I think you're going to hate every single person in this show, because I did. And justifiably so. They're all horrible individuals in different ways. And it's interesting how it ebbs and flows, and you're like, cool, I like this person, I don't like this person, I like this person, I don't like this person. And you're trying to think, but like, what's the best way to operate this? I saw all 3 seasons so far, and it's good. But just understand, this is how the other 1% live. This is how they operate. And not just them. For the record, there are people that are super duper evil who don't have this kind of money and operate this way anyways. And they kind of, I don't know if I'd say they allude to that, but frankly, it's like a weird, like, Meet the Kardashians without all the glitz and glamour of Meet the Kardashians, because it's just about glitz and glamour without all that. It's about really how that level lives. There was a very interesting moment where there was a contractor debate, discussion issue, and how the rich people handled it was very fascinating to me, because I do construction, and I'm like, oh, that would be kind of crappy. Anyways, I highly suggest this show just because it's interesting, and if nothing else, it's educational on how those people live and how they operate. I will say there is an interesting character that I grew to like admire in a weird way. His name is Greg. You'll meet him shortly into watching the show, and his whole shtick is like he's part of the family but not. So you get kind of an outside perspective of this group, and he's trying to delve into the world of being super rich and what that entails. And yeah, frankly, I feel like this is It's an interesting story of how even the wealthy don't know what the F they're doing. So I suggest it, but I just want to explain that, like, you're going to be annoyed. Kind of like if you ever watch Breaking Bad, you're going to be like, cool, great show, except I also hate this, this, and this, and this, and this. And that's kind of how I feel about Succession, is like, terrific show, I just also vehemently hate this, this, and this, and this. And usually those are people and characters and how well they portrayed them. So enjoy. It's worth a watch, in my opinion. Plaidman out. Talk to you later.